Shri, welcome to the Medium Podcast.
Hey, Jeff. Thanks for having me here.
My pleasure. How has the start of the week been treating you?
How has the,
The
sorry,
week. How has the week been treating you?
been busy already.
Hmm,
Monday was pretty long. Let's see how the rest of the week goes.
got it. And what's the plan for the week? And feel free to share a bit more about yourself, Shri. And I see that lovely background with Rocket Lane.
Yeah, this is a nice virtual background that we created. The first thing that we created after starting the new company. So we
Hmm,
started just after the pandemic, didn't have the opportunity to take an office space. So we thought, why not at least have a nice looking background, if not
yeah,
a
it's,
real
it's
office?
lovely. It's lovely, Shri.
Perfect. Yeah, this week there's a little bit about me perhaps. I'm
Yeah.
this founder and CEO of a company called Rocket Lane, and so this week we have a board meeting, which means I'm gonna spend probably half a day today and half a day tomorrow prepping for that as well,
Yeah.
uh, and a lot of hiring ongoing. So
Yeah.
we are in the midst of we've been rolling out some offers, had a hiring drive over the weekend as well, where we had
Hmm,
45 candidates come in,
wow.
and we made two offers, and hopefully they will join us. So yeah.
If you need me to say something good about yourself and the company, Shri, just let me know. So, Shri, are these sort of executive, mid-level, junior, or what's the breakdown in terms of these hires?
So the hires that we are, the offers we rolled out over the weekend, and the hires that I'm talking about right now are more junior hires in customer-facing roles. But we are also hiring uh, executive level folks for which we've started a search. Uh, like we've engaged a search firm
Hmm.
to help us find the right folks.
If you don't mind me asking, Shri, which particular titles are you looking for? Because I know you and I, we had a bit of a brief conversation about, hiring leadership as a key sort of thing on your mind. Um, is this going to be your first executive hire? Is it the second? Who specifically, Shri? Yeah.
Actually, the first few hires, right? So we are looking to hire a VP of sales in the US and also a director of marketing to sort of lead the marketing efforts at this time.
Hmm.
These are like the two senior hires in the US. In India as well, we're looking to hire a SDR manager and uh, you know inside sales manager. Uh, so yeah, a lot of hiring.
Yeah, wow. And obviously hiring a VP of sales would be a very different to hiring a person in marketing, very different to hiring in terms of inside sales manager. Um, are you personally going to be partaking in these hiring, Shri, or have you sort of maybe passed it on to maybe a 2IC or
No, I'll be personally involved in these hires. We've been working with a search firm, as I said, for some of
mm,
the roles. But right from how to pitch our company, how to sort of, what do we uh, add in the JDs for these roles?
mm,
Everything I think needs founder level involvement right now because
they do?
it's really an important critical roles that we're talking about.
Interesting, interesting. And I'm just curious about this VP of sales in the US, Shri. Um, Naturally, I'm sure that you've given yourself a criteria of what you're looking for in a VP of sales. But if I were to park that in terms of the core requirements, how would you define what your future VP of sales would be and look like? What are you really looking for, Shri? Apart from the standard of having experience, having that early stage success, is there something outside of that that you're really looking for?
Yeah, I think we are a team that I would say a lot of people join us for the learning, and hence I think when we bring in a leader for a function, we want someone who can really play coach very well.
Interesting.
Someone that the whole team looks forward to interacting with and hopefully learns from every interaction, right? So that's something I've experienced with leaders. If you have leaders who you from every meeting with them, you learn something new. That's the kind of folks who people are inspired to work with, and
Lovely.
they will attract the best talent.
Interesting, Shri. It's sort of like a benchmark that certain hires need to meet, in the sense that they need to inspire you and the people around them and be a good coach. Is there other criteria you're looking for, Shri? Because I think you really hit the nail on the head in terms of finding a leader who's a coach at the end of the day.
I think, I think for us, we are also a team that doesn't have people who are pure managers. So we want people who will roll up their sleeves and get into the weeds where they need to. Partner up with an AE where needed to actually go and close a deal, or be part of a critical negotiation. So someone who's a doer, right? So not someone who says, "Hey, I need to hire all these people."
I'm hands off.
Yeah, I'll run the pipeline reviews, and but I'm just going to hire a team to do the work. Is not how we think. We'd like someone who does the job as well, so that they know what's working, what's not working for their team. They have the right empathy for the folks who are on their team as well.
Interesting. And also the right humility, because you want a leader who's in the weeds with your team, who talks the talk, but also walks the walk. I'm curious, Shri, when you hire someone, right, would you look for someone who's more experienced, or are you also open to hiring someone who can step into the role?
I'm learning about this as well.
Yeah, I'm very curious about picking your brain, because it's a very interesting topic, and I'm learning from you.
Yeah. Yeah. So what we've heard so far, there's two kinds of profiles that could be a good fit. One is, of course, someone who's been there, done that, played the VP sales role before in, let's say, a 1 to 20 journey, something that they've seen before, etc., who still has the hunger to do one more. And there's the other role, which is someone who was like, mentee of this different VP of sales who may have been a number 2 and now wants to become the person in charge of sales, right? So that's the other kind of profile. And I think as we start talking to candidates who have been who fit into both of these buckets, we'll also get a better understanding of which kind seems like the right kind for us. Not yet made that decision. I think we'll talk to both kinds of folks and we'll figure out what's going to work out for us.
It's interesting, Shri, you say us as opposed to me. So this decision is very much a team decision, isn't it? Because this VP of sales who's going to hit the North American market is going to be a pivotal person within your leadership team, isn't it?
Absolutely. I think they need to partner up the right way with the whole org, not just me, but my co-founders, the existing team. They need to, understand what it takes to run a global team, because we expect them to not just run North America sales, but be in charge of sales globally. And we do have a significant team that we're going to be building out in India.
So this person's going to receive some sort of juicy compensation package through, or?
Yeah, definitely.
Lovely.